There we go. Yay.
Hello, everyone.
Yay, yay. Hello. Have you been,
Frantisek had decided to channel, so we are just going to wait now for him to start.
Okay.
What's up with the sound? I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we're waiting for Honda. He's preparing to channel. So
Got
we're
it.
just
Okay.
sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you having fun?
We are always having fun.
Yes.
Who is this?
Yes. Metatron. Hello.
Fanda muted himself.
Yeah. Unmute yourself.
Mary looks like she's going to channel also.
No, I was yeah, well, maybe, but I was gonna get the vibration first.
Okay.
Let me go get my crystals.
Tyler is asking for an invite, but I'm not sure how to invite him. Or maybe Sabrina has it already. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Sabrina.
Sabrina, she did already.
I got it. Awesome. Good, good. Thank you. Yay. Hi, Tyler.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Google Plus can be really confusing sometimes.
I know. Founder started channeling and then he muted himself, and I'm not sure. I'm sure he's coming back. And Mary might as well. So we're being quiet for him.
So full of expectation. There's nothing wrong about it.
Who is speaking?
Judgment, judgment, judgment.
I think we should give Fanta his time. Yeah.
No despair and guilt. It's the opposite of love.
Is there anything you would like to impart onto us?
You are getting the message.
Why do you keep on muting yourself?
To let you think about it.
So this is intentional. Okay. Are you trying to say that we are expecting and wanting to just have someone come through and tell us things instead of looking deep within us and trying to find the truth and answers within?
Oh, wow, beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, we understand that, but I think we are all gathered here to just help each other and to expand each other in our thoughts and experiences and to share love and joy so that we can all grow together.
Yes. And so you are doing now. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Are there any, I guess I'm trying to keep it on a lighter note, do you have any personal hobbies or things you do of certain high interest, or do you find high interest in everything, in all creation?
I play with everything I touch. I am cat, you know.
So you like games?
Yeah.
I love games. Any certain games you enjoy in particular?
I enjoy having games with words at the moment. But meanings.
Meaning.
And energies.
So games involving meanings and energies.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You are meaning for me. You are energy.
Yes. And so are you. We are all the same.
I am experience for the treat.
Mm. Interesting. Meaning. Do you feel that Earth is moving towards a better understanding of meanings and energy as a whole?
You are always moving in that direction. Yes, it's expansion. That is natural for you. You explore more of yourself.
Of course. We're always exploring more. It's just embracing it.
I have a question for you. Earlier, I want.
I love you.
Oh, I'm
I love you.
It sounds like Lyrian.
Yes, I am Lyran origin. My species.
Is this Gara that is coming through you?
Yes.
And you are the entity that I saw in my dream in the spaceship, correct?
Yes.
Is there any particular message that you have for me? Because it seems like you are coming, or we are intersecting this path quite often.
You are intersecting your own path quite often. That's right.
Right. What is your purpose?
We have an image for you.
Sorry, what is it?
It will be fun to see how it unfolds in words. See the energy coming from outside, from all directions, towards you, towards your center, towards your nexus. It's light, it's sound, it's smell, it's touch.
Yes, I am aware of this. I know.
It's imagination, the core of you.
I incorporate all that consciously.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it more and more.
Yeah.
But I was having this conversation with you yesterday and also briefly earlier, and then we came to this hangout. You were telling me about my immediate past life in 1968 in French Revolution. And you were saying that I was a Spanish living in France, I believe. Would you like to continue a little bit more on that, if you please?
Yeah. It's all about going beyond your limitations that you were set to believe, that you agreed to believe. And all limitations are out of fear.
I visualize that I have no fear. I know I have no fear, and I put no limitations or boundaries around me.
Yes, thank you. Then you incorporate the energy of this past life quite well.
Would you be willing to tell me the name so that I could do some research?
You have the name.
Okay.
But you will not find it where you're looking for it.
Okay. And is
Research inside.
Okay.
Not outside. That is just perception. Imagination is the closest to you.
Okay. And you had mentioned something about me lying or something about the age when I was 16. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it is this lifetime that I'm living right now?
It's lifetimes of all of you. You have judged yourself for that action.
I am completely unaware of that situation. Could you please share some enlightenment on that? Because I have no idea what you're talking about on that.
Yes, it might have not come out in words, just agreement.
Agreement with who?
With someone judging you older. Are you saying you never lie?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, at the age of 16, I thought you said I lied about my age or something like that.
That is quite good that you take it personally, but what I was talking about your past life.
I am just confused. Maybe I'm not understanding, but I'm just confused right now. Like if we are talking about this life or the past life.
He's saying in your past life you lied about in your French Spanish heritage life.
Okay, all right, got it. Okay, yeah, that's what. All right. So when I came from Spain to France. Oh, Frantisek disappeared. Hello?
He'll probably come back. He got knocked out.
Oh, sorry, guys. I mean, like, I was asking these questions, but I just wanted to see what he would say. It's going so long. But when he comes back, I mean, if he wants to continue, then I'll let him continue. Otherwise, whoever wants to take the mic, feel free, sir.
Dana,
Yes.
with whom I was speaking? He's channeling who?
Experience.
Channeling Gera.
Gera.
Jera?
Yeah, Gera or Zera. That Lyrian being.
Oh, so I was speaking some kind of Lyran.
Yeah, you were. I mean,
Okay.
I could clearly feel the cat energy in there, and you two were literally talking like cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's Sabrina? When did she disappear?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I think Sabrina. Oh, I'm sorry, Connie. I think Sabrina's here. I mean, her sign is here. She just may not be at the mic at the moment.
Oh, she's not here.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Sabrina. Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, we were wondering where you were.
Oh, because she has a Hucolo sign. That's why.
Oh, okay.
The Earth sign.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's her today, right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hey Gordon, thanks for clarifying that. I was like kind of confused if I was talking about this life or the past life. So I came most probably as a Spanish in France when I was 16 years old, and I must have made up some stories at the time.
Yeah, it's interesting the dynamic in which Issa or what entity is being channeled through Franti?
Zera.
You can
Sorry,
say experience.
G-E. Sorry, go ahead.
You can say experience, or you can say Gera. But it's the same entity. But he likes to call himself experience.
Where is Friend?
I don't know. I think he got knocked out or something.
I think he is having some issues, connection issues maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll be back. But yes, it's I'm not sure if he's actually Lyran. He may be another cat species.
Oh, maybe. Like the Pleiadian cat species.
I'm not sure if it's Pleiadian.
No, she was a Lyran cat because I felt they're unwarming like a cat inside me. But I don't understand. Is that the language? What is that?
I guess so. It was nice.
Oh, yeah, it literally is like two cats speaking.
Yeah, Two cat, because I heard and then she said Lyran. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, I did ask her because she told me that I have met her in the dream space, and she's the one that I recall. When I was in a spaceship, she told me that she met me, but I thought I was like in some sort of airplane, but I guess they had disguised the ship as some sort of airplane for me
So
to
you
feel
saw her.
comfortable. I did see her, yes, and it's
How
interesting
she
that she keeps on
looks?
coming. She had a brownish, like a very light brown hair all over her body, and she had a tail, and she was walking just like women, like human, but she had a face of a cat, and she had breasts, and like the front of her body, like where her abdomen and the chest was, it was much lighter hair um, than the ones that's covering her back. And I remember, like, when I looked at her, she was just looking at me, and she passed by me, and I could feel her, her personality, her sense of sassiness or whatnot. It was very interesting.
So she had what color of her eyes? Did you notice?
Hold on, let me see. I mean, she had like cat-like eyes, but much bigger.
Yeah.
Like golden
And
amberish,
The
yellowish?
color?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It is like yellowish golden amber, you could call that.
Uh-huh. And
Was she
usually
wear,
they don't wear any clothes, any
let's
like
Yeah.
say, was she wearing any
fabric.
uniform or clothes
No,
or
she
anything like
wasn't. She wasn't.
What?
It was just
Prana, was it
Oh,
Prana?
she's Jaguarian. Okay.
Prana, was there any sensual energy at all from her?
Hey,
I feel very
hey
comfortable.
hey guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jaguar is around. He sent me a message.
Oh,
He
let him
wants
come
to
here.
know if his presence is desired.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Tell him it's a
Everybody's
dumb
welcome.
question.
You, Sabrina, you know what to write.
Oh,
Ask
but if
him.
he comes in, Francie can't come back in.
I
Well,
guess
there's 9 people
one
here
of
right
us,
now.
one of us will have to drop off.
I want to ask him if
But there's only 9 people right
because
now.
Yes,
in the
but if
room.
Jaguar comes,
Yeah.
Oh, there'll be
Francie
10.
can't get
Right,
in.
right. Never mind. Yeah, of course. Excuse me.
I really need to speak to them. Oh,
So it's spelled Gera,
Hold on.
G-H-E-R-A.
No.
no, G-I-R-A.
I thought it was G-E.
G-I-R-A.
Oh, it is G-I.
All right.
I
Gira.
think
Tana
it's G.
agnos neres caberes pales.
And so it just looks like exactly like a cat, but the same height and proportions of a human being, but as a human being and walking
We're
out.
talking about cats and Jaguar. It's like I feel my presence was.
It's needed. Yes, we
felt-
need him in.
I
No,
felt
she's-
told to be present here now.
Oh, yes, he needs to come
Can
in,
you
definitely.
please ask the group if my presence is desired? I said yes. Where is
Yes, yes.
Where is he?
Yeah, the
Tell him,
Jira was like
yeah.
about 9 to 12 feet tall, most probably, because I couldn't remember if I was sitting on the seat or if I was standing up. If I was standing up, I would say she would be like about 9 feet. And if I was standing up, she would be about 12 foot. If I was sitting at the time, then she'd be
But
like
it-
about 9 foot.
Is that the one that you talked to when I channeled for you?
No, that's
Gira, no.
Arcturian. That's
No,
Arcturians.
no. There was a Lyran.
Oh, yeah, it was. I think. Well, was
Yeah,
it?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it was that, or it was her boss or someone.
Hello,
Jaguar.
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 Welcome.
Jaguar.
Hey, Jaguar.
Hey, Jack.
Say
Hello.
something, Jaguar.
He muted
Say
himself.
something.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening,
evening.
Jaguar.
How are you?
Very well, thank you, and all of you.
Is
Good.
that you?
Very good.
We are
Thank you.
joyous for you to honor us with your presence.
Mhm.
Jaguar,
Yes,
you said you felt the need to come into this meeting.
That's
Like
what we
you
were
being
talking
called.
about.
yes, there was a magnetic pull.
We were talking about cats.
Is Hakatini trying to come today? Or coming today?
Mhm. Yes, I'm here. Good evening, greetings to all.
I
Greetings,
felt
Greetings,
you.
Ahaki.
Greetings.
Yeah. Hello, darling.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello.
Hello.
Namaste.
Ahakitini, is there any specific reason or anything that you had to say to the group? Is that why you felt pulled in?
Yes, but before we proceed, I'm aware there are logistical issues regarding the number of people that are attending and the possibility of someone being excluded. I do not wish that to happen. Has that matter been sorted?
Not yet. I mean,
Not
is it
yet.
No,
anyone?
we're
If we could,
okay. You're
if
here.
if we can ask, if somebody could volunteer to dropped out, I would appreciate it. So, Frant wish to come back in.
Yes, or at
I
least, may I suggest at least someone be in contact through a written chat with Frantisek, so if he
Okay.
desires to come in, that he is
Okay, I will
attending.
do that. I will do that. But
Thank
I
you,
will,
Super. Now back to Prana's remark. Yes, I have a message for this group this evening. One moment. I am aware there are many questions or much desire or excitement regarding the Lyran energies or Lyran aspects of yourselves. And I am here this evening briefly to help you, if you so desire, to connect with that. This is my perception. Does anybody resonate especially with this?
Me.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do also because
Yes.
I've been seeing the cats in my dreams lately. Black Jaguar, black, the panther, and also like I have seen Gira that Frantisek was channeling, and I think I have seen her in the dream, and she's come and spoken to me through Frantisek a couple times, and also like through Sabrina.
Yes. I'm under the impression that also Sarah responded. Is this understanding correct?
Yes, correct.
Very well. Is there someone else
Yes,
resonating?
that's me. He's
Zinaida.
quite
Yes.
patient.
Yes, you've been working on that aspect of yourself, and I wish to congratulate you on that. You have made strides towards being more balanced and integrated. Congratulations. So
Thank you.
there are
and
3 of you at least, correct?
and me
Yes.
Yes.
and
Also,
Sabrina.
Yes.
Okay.
also, Hatakini, hi, it's Saphira. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm also concerned about this. I was getting Lyran DNA, and it was up to a certain level, and then I was just recently told it was stopped because I have too much stress, which I didn't quite understand because I thought the Lyran DNA would help balance me out with stress. So, but I kind of felt it. I kind of felt the difference between when I was getting it and when I wasn't, although I didn't know at the time what that was, that it had been stopped. So I'm interested in that part of myself as it's developing, and what parts of it are developing in me, and things like that.
Yes. Before addressing any individual aspects, I must say that my presence is restricted in terms of time. So for highest efficiency and effectiveness, I would ask someone to take upon themselves the role of facilitator, and for each individual to prepare him or herself by reflecting, and if you feel so inclined, this would be my suggestion, to actually write down the questions you're having so you may observe them in a more objective way, and we may be as efficient as possible. Is this acceptable to all of you?
Very
Yes.
acceptable.
Yes.
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 Having
Yes.
said that, I have a question now. Since I already asked you a question, I mean, I do not need to question you again, correct? But you already know my question.
You may do so. I appreciate your availability to save time, let's say. I would suggest we form a queue for questions, and you may, if you feel so inclined, be at the bottom of that list. And if there is time, I may address it. Does that seem fair to you?
Very well. That's totally fine with me.
Very well. And before stepping into these individual practices and logistical matters, I would suggest we would have a practice we already had in a council that would be in training our thought patterns with each other with a brief meditation, you could call it. So I would invite you all to close your eyes, breathe deeply into your center, into the center of your body, and focus on your breath for a few moments. I would invite you to set your intention for this communication individually, inside yourself. And now set a collective intention for higher understanding of each other, higher mutual understanding, and efficient communication. We may begin. We should now step into logistical matters, and please organize yourselves and queue your
I think
question.
the easiest way would be like to go from Gordon, from left to right of the screen, and I will ask the question last. So Gordon, you have a question?
Yeah, don't start with me though, actually.
Can we start over here on the right side?
Sure.
Hi, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Yes.
This is Tyler.
Good evening, Tyler.
How are
Greetings. Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing good. I felt a extreme energetic shift within me when you came into our chat room.
Yes.
Am I the only one who felt that? Is there a reason for that?
I did feel that.
There is a reason, you could say. I would invite you to realize the movement of your mind in trying to grasp it and understand it rationally, and to observe that. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing special about it. And at the same time, for you to truly understand, I would suggest lovingly, it's from that point of observation that you can begin to deepen your understanding through other ways of being aware. Does this resonate with you?
I think I understand what you're saying, but maybe not. Could you rephrase it?
Yes. Put more bluntly, realize that you have a mind that thinks. Everyone here in this planet has that. And at the same time, you have much more than that. Right here, right now. You are much more than the thinking mind.
I see. That makes sense. I think I can take that somewhere.
Yes, you can take that somewhere, and you may also choose to just be here now. That would be my suggestion. For you to truly understand what you were asking about, there is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. There is only presence, awareness.
I see. I've been saying that to myself. I've been bringing myself into the present, and I've noticed the energetic change of doing that.
Very well.
We can pass the mic.
One
So,
moment.
Sarah?
Wait.
One moment before we pass the mic.
Okay.
To help you move along, the question you had initially. Do you realize you felt something shift when I came into this chat room? You didn't think it. You
No.
felt it.
Yes.
That's exactly what I would suggest you to draw your attention towards. Your feeling abilities. You have a thinking mind, and you have other abilities. Those abilities feel. Does this resonate deeper with you?
Yes, absolutely. That makes sense. I guess maybe I didn't ask the right question. Because other entities come through and I don't feel what I felt. So my question should have been, is there a connection between us that's different than other connections, let's say?
Ah, very well. You see, as you deepen your feeling, your mind is able to go deeper, let's say, and to realize other layers of the question. And now I would answer to your question simply, yes, and invite you to feel into the answer you just had. And now, if that's acceptable, we could pass the mic.
Yes, thank you, 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗔𝗓.
You are most welcome. It's a very high honor to be in your service.
So you can go now.
Hello, 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Hello, Zinaida. Greetings.
Greetings. Today, I was with Archangel Michael. I felt his energy.
Archangel Michael, did you say?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Very well.
And I felt like my crown chakra is pulling up.
Yes.
But I don't know how to allow to come in. or to connect. I was just saying that I want to connect with Archangel Michael, and it was your name. The first came like aha, and then Kitini, and I said, I felt like you assisting him.
Yes.
Yes, and then I said, aha, Kitini, you can come in, I'm alone. And is that your energy that I was speaking today?
Yes, for you were wishing for deepening of connections, and as I said in earlier transmissions, that is part of my responsibilities. Whenever you, let's say, wish for activations within those aspects, I am here to serve you. You form the intention of connecting deeper, and I was resonating to that idea. So I was assisting you in that process, yes.
So me and Jaguar, we have a soul connection?
Yes.
From where? Past life?
No.
Can you explain, please?
Yes, I can. Yet I would invite you to understand that that is part of your own process. And from my point of view, although I have the freedom to do so, I would prefer you to continue your exploration. This is something I would invite all of you to understand. You stepped into the game, let's say, of being human. If somebody comes and spoils the game, it wouldn't be so fun, let's say. Does this resonate with you?
Yes.
Yet there's a part of you that is not resonating fully. I will give you just one bit of information you are wishing for. I would suggest that you realize there's what you could call an oversoul connection.
Oh, yes.
Does this resonate with you?
Yes.
I believe you have all the information you were requiring. Am I correct in my understanding?
Yes.
I would invite you to meditate on that and to explore that on your own time and your own feeling wave, let's call it.
Kitini,
Yes.
I did invite you to this chat.
Very well.
That's why you came? Did you feel that?
Yeah. Yes, that is part of the reason why I came. Yes.
I love you.
Yes, I love you too.
But I love you deeply.
Yes, and I love all of you, and I love myself deeply, and I would invite you all to understand that whatever love one feels for another is merely a reflection of the potential for self-love. And within the game, let's call it, of being human, there is much disconnection from the heart center. And when that happens, self-love is at stake. So part of the message for today is also that. Realize the importance of self-love.
May I ask you the last question?
Yes.
The day that Anik, he told me that Mikina and Harshkata are with me, I felt so happy, and there was like a song downloaded to my right brain. You are only in my mind. That was the song. And I want to know who sang that to me. That you?
No. And if I understand correctly, the song was "You are always in my mind," not "You are only." Do I understand correctly?
Yes.
You are always on my mind. Yes.
So it wasn't you.
No.
So who was it? Please tell me. Please.
I am not at will, unfortunately.
Okay. It wasn't. It was Soul. It was BT. It was who?
That question is for you to explore and answer.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not finding the answer.
Because you are seeking with your mind. Again, and this is no coincidence, the point you are referring to within your own process is the same as the first question that was addressed this evening. Realize that you are equipped with many more senses, if you would like, many more capabilities to perceive and apprehend reality that are outside of the purview of your mind. As you do this, you'll become more and more able to answer your own questions. I'm talking to all.
Do I have
And
any other Lyran aspect of me that with you now there?
are you asking if there's a Lyran aspect of you collaborating with me
Yes.
within my responsibilities? In other words, if you are part of my team.
Mm.
Yes? Is that your question? In other words.
Yes.
Yes, that information is correct. You are part of the team.
Okay. Is it female or male?
It is male.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. It's a very high honor to be at your service.
Thank you.
Tikini?
Good evening, Noha. Greetings.
Welcome back. I love your energy so much, and you know that.
Thank you.
Out of the blue, I have two questions. Out of the blue, I found myself calling your name. Why is that?
Yeah. Why is that?
Yeah. You don't like the question.
I would ask you, why is that?
I find myself resonating with you. Perhaps you're working with me, or are you working with me?
Yes, for you are wishing it to be so.
Yes. Thank you very much for that.
Understand. Understand, all of you. We are consciousness, and consciousness resonates whenever you have an idea, an intention, other ideas and intentions that are in the same, let's say, frequency length, the same vibration, are attracted and entrain and resonate instantly. So the why for the human mind is because you chose it, whatever your why may be for all of you. On to your next question, Noha.
The other question is, Do you have a Lyran aspect on me? Within me?
Do you have a Lyran aspect? Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. And thank you for being so brief and effective.
I have a couple questions.
Greetings, Sabrina.
Greetings.
It's a very high honor to be at your service, as always. Yeah.
I have channeled, I believe it's a couple of Lyrans, but I am not sure. I'm trying to learn to distinguish. Usually I can tell by the energy, but I was wondering if you could help me sort of sort it out, or how can I sort it out?
I would prefer your second question. How can you sort it out?
Right.
My role is to empower you.
Yes.
All of you. To realize more and more that whatever entity you perceive as being external is merely a reflection of who you are. And whatever you may seek outside yourself is already lying dormant for your mind and very awake for your full being. So my role is to help you shift more and more from your limited perception and concept of yourself into a fuller, more empowered, more complete concept of yourself. I'm speaking in general. Onto your specific process. How can I help you realize that?
Right. I know one of them I can certainly tell because it's got very strong energy, but the other ones I'm not sure if it's just one entity or there's two.
There is only one entity, although it has, let's say, variable frequencies, and that is what is causing your perception to be, let's say, challenged.
Okay.
Does that resonate? Not fully. There's another part to your question, yes.
Yeah, because it when it comes through, I'm not sure because somebody said it was a general, somebody said it was a captain. So I'm not sure which one of those it is, but I feel that energy.
The one you are referring to is the second, is the captain.
Okay, so that one I can tell. With the other one is the one that I guess I haven't fully connected.
Yes, that is correct.
And how could I do that?
By choosing it. You have not chose to connect fully. You've been holding yourself back in a sense. And that is perfectly fine. It's your own choice, your own process, your own timing. Does this resonate with you?
So all I have to do is choose?
Yes. And to be, let's say, stable in your choosing. This is one of the key challenges for human beings, as has been expressed through many other entities and channels before this moment of your time. It's your stability in your intentions, in your attention, in your focus, if you would like, that brings about variability. When you're not stable, the outside, quote-unquote, reality reflects that. When you are stable, the outside, quote-unquote, reality has no choice but to reflect that.
Okay,
and
so
in practical terms, relating to you, I'm speaking in abstract and in general for all, and relating to you and specific and practical, when you are stable in your choice of connecting with that in specific or whatever you choose to connect, and you remain consistent with that intention, you will see your connection deepen and strengthen. Does this answer fully?
Not quite. So are you
Very well.
saying? So are you saying to do it more often so that I can feel, I can deepen the connection?
I'm not saying that, although I realize for you that's something that resonates with you, so I would suggest you do so and experiment with that and see the results. What I am saying is that at any time, when your focus, when your attention and your intention are aligned and consistent, your connection is stronger and deeper.
Oh, okay.
When your intention and your attention are scattered, your connections are shallower. Does this make more sense?
Yes,
in these terms.
Yes, I understand that. So that would hold true for any entity, in fact, right?
Yes, for any entity, and I'm speaking in terms that are valid for all that are listening and that may listen to a recording.
Okay.
These are universal principles I'm sharing at this time.
Okay, thank you.
You are most welcome.
Yes, Ahakitini.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. I guess you somehow answered the question, but I just have this feeling that for some reason there is a... Okay, Naga came in very strong.
Yes.
And I was wondering why didn't Kina come in as strong?
If you apply the principles I have shared before, you will realize that it is because of that.
It's because of that? Because of the thought itself?
Yes, because of your patterns of thought and emotions being different between those entities, that your experience is different in terms of strength of connection. Does this resonate with you? Not fully, I see. You require a different frame.
Yes. Naga came in strong and with its own personality.
Yes.
I'm trying to understand. I didn't feel Kina's personality all the way. I'm still trying to understand.
Do you wish to understand now?
Yes.
I would invite you to place that intention and to breathe deeply into it and to bring it to the foreground of your attention now. Is there fear connected to that entity?
I do not feel as so.
When I say fear, I say any kind of hesitation within yourself.
I do not feel that.
Very well. What do you feel?
I just feel like it's not all the way there as yet. Like something's missing.
Yes. Do you realize what is missing?
And also the language part of it.
Yes. Would practicing the language assist you in deepening the connection? Do you believe that to be true?
Yes.
That would be my suggestion for you to gather with others and practice. Does this answer your question fully?
I wouldn't say fully, but yes, it answers the question.
What is the other aspect of the question that remains unanswered at this time?
The emotional aspect, that's where I am. The very emotional aspect.
Do you want to explore that now, or do you prefer to do it in your own time?
I'd like to explore that now.
Very well. When you say emotional aspect, can you describe the feeling? The emotion.
I guess I'm looking for it.
Ah, very well. So you realize there is a sense of lack and of seeking and grasping, correct?
Yes.
That is the reason why, and this is a universal process. There's an underlying belief within yourself that you must seek to find. And when you realize it is the seeking itself that holds you back from finding, which is, I might say, delicious paradox and the beauty of being human and being in the duality of this game, you will realize a key set of rules to be a more effective player in the game, let's say. More effective character in your own story, in your own journey, in this planet at this time.
I understand.
Yes, because you are stepping outside of your head and inside your heart. You are embodying yourself more fully, and with that, there is space within your mind for subtler understanding to occur. Congratulations, you have taken a very important step this evening. I invite you to reinforce that and to practice it more and more, for it will bring you deeper understanding.
Yes.
It will bring you closer to your true nature, closer to yourself.
Yes.
I sense there is still another lingering detail within yourself. Am I sensing you correctly?
It's outside of this scope. It's my mind. It rattles on constantly looking for something.
Yes. Accept it, embrace it, realize there is nothing wrong with that. Please and all embrace this principle, if you will. Don't wrong it. It is doing its job. Embrace it. Accept it for what it is. It is a supercomputer, if you would like that idea. It has its role. It is always on. It is always processing information. So if you begin to reject it and see it as wrong, it will fight you, for it has key directives. And one of those key directives is to always protect you, always be looking out for your best interest in this plane, in this planet. So if you choose to have it as an ally, you have one experience. If you choose to have it as an enemy, you will have another experience. I would invite you to realize the first type of experience can be much more enjoyable, let's say, than the second.
Yes.
Does this answer your question?
Yes.
Do you believe you are able to embrace and accept your mind and its rattleness, let's say, as part of its nature, and send it love and thank it for its job? Do you believe you are able to do this?
Yes.
I would invite you then to take that belief and continue moving with the feelings you are having now. For you are now bringing that belief, that new belief, into your structure, and you are now moving and stepping forward and letting yourself forward instead of holding yourself back.
Thank you.
May we now pass the mic.
Yes. Thank you very
You are
much.
most welcome. It's a very high honor to be at your service, as always, Sarah. Thank you for co-creating this experience with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓. This is Saphira.
Greetings, Saphira.
Thank you. Takir told me that I have 3.7% Lyran at the moment, and then it was stopped because I'm under too much stress. Would you be able to explain to me what this 3.7 means for me at the moment? What kind of added character of the Lyran do I have with the 3.7%?
Yes, I am able to, yet I prefer not to. Can you please understand that?
Okay, thank you.
For that,
And
again, as with others, is part of your own process to understand and to shift into the awareness that seeking mental understanding is not wrong, yet it is an angle of approach that is suboptimal, let's say.
okay.
If you just
Well,
allow yourself, to realize that you have whatever you have, and that is fine in and of itself, you'll begin to be more relieved of the pressure that you feel mentally, let's say. Does this resonate with you?
well, I would enjoy knowing what I have, but it's good.
When you say, I would enjoy, you are saying that from the ego-mind perspective. And again, I am not wronging your ego-mind. I'm just inviting it to understand that your sense of I is very limited when you approach it from that standpoint. And I would invite you...
Let me put it a different way, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓.
It is not necessary. I understand you fully. But if you wish to do so, I invite you to do so. Would you like to do so? Would you like to reframe it?
Yes, because I don't think I acted from my ego in that moment. I think it's more...
I'm not speaking about your ego mind, not your ego. I'm speaking about your 3D head center, not an ego in a pejorative sense.
Okay.
There is no reason or necessity to activate that part of yourself.
Okay, thank you.
There's nothing to defend, for there is no attack to it.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. I appreciate that. I was looking more for hope. I feel a little bit distant. Like, I also wanted to ask you if Muran is still with me, because I feel more distant than a few weeks ago to him or to other Lyran presence around me.
The short answer is yes, and the why that I understand follows is because you are choosing it to be so. And again, the ideas I have put forth before in abstract and general terms, and also in practical terms for each case, also apply to you. It is your choice, your set of moment-to-moment decisions and choices of your focus and awareness that are building your experience.
Mm-hmm.
There you have from within your own self the confirmation, from your own body's intelligence, the that tells you what I'm speaking is true for you.
I can understand that I am quite distracted. I still wish to have the connection, to feel it, and I can think about it more when I have a moment or lie down. I can concentrate on it more, I think. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. Yet there is the root cause of your experience within your own phrasing. And I say this not to wrong you in any way, but to assist you in shifting into a more precise and aware state of yourself.
Yeah,
Would you
fine.
like to proceed in that process?
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, you're most welcome. I would invite you to realize that at any moment you are able to connect with the entity you are referring to. It is, in a sense, always available. The one who holds the connection from being fuller is yourself. As you said very well, and that's a good step in the right, so to speak, direction of what you are wishing. It is your choice of awareness, your choice of where you place your awareness every single moment of every single day that brings about the experience you are having. If you are distracted, if you are tense, if you are upset, if you are focusing and thinking about things that aren't resonating with your excitement and your true core, true self, you bring yourself away from that which you are wishing. And you bring yourself into things that you are not wishing, in a sense. When I say you are not wishing, I'm speaking to the true you. For the things you say you are not wishing, you are wishing them. It's merely another aspect of yourself that is wishing them. And that aspect of yourself is what we could call a shadow aspect of yourself, a not self aspect of you, a repressed, dissociated, fragmented aspect of yourself. Does this resonate with you?
Yes.
So I would invite you to do some shadow work, if that resonates with you.
To find out why I am choosing a lower vibration of emotions.
That is one way of putting it. It's not about why, I would say. It's to find about how. It's about the process, not about a reason, a rationalization, a concept, a construct. It's about a direct experience in the now. It's more of a feeling experience than a thinking experience.
I understand. My emotions are my emotions are wrapped up in a in love kind of situation. That's partly the distraction, and it probably has to do with a lot of old stuff. So are you referring to clearing up those shadows, and then I can accept whatever is happening at the moment on an emotional level?
I'm referring to whatever you prefer, the principles I have laid out so far. For it is your choice. If you realize there are things in your past that you are choosing to grasp and to hold and to bring into this present experience, you may apply them to that. If you choose to apply them to something else that you are not aware at the time, you may apply them to that. I sense it could be more practical.
Yeah.
I sense we could be more practical and grounding these concepts and ideas we are sharing into an actual experience. Would you like to do that now?
I'm not sure what you mean. I was going to ask you how you perceive shadow work.
Is how I perceive shadow work important for you to choose how you define shadow work?
Well, you suggested that I do some shadow work, and I came up with some concepts, and now I would rather listen to your concept of how you do shadow work, or how you would suggest that we, in general, not only myself, do shadow work.
I prefer not to do so.
Okay.
That would be less effective and efficient at this time. I would invite you to hold your own definitions in the foreground of your attention, and to decide for yourself what kind of definition you prefer to have regarding the idea of shadow, and also the idea of shadow work or shadow integration. Is this clearer or more resonating with you now? I sense hesitation.
Well,
I sense hesitation and confusion. Am I sensing you correctly?
Yes. I do have some idea of what shadow work is. I have done some of it in the past.
Yes. May I ask what results you got from it?
It's helped me to become less judgmental of others, because I saw that if somebody else's shadow is disturbing me, it means I have the same shadow, most likely.
Yes.
And so if I can accept and embrace my own shadow without judgment, then I am free of judgment towards others. That's one aspect of shadow work, as I understand it.
Yes.
The other aspect is just healing some old wounds which repeat themselves in current relationships, consciously or unconsciously. And I'm not sure if you were referring to that in referring to clearing myself of any conscious or unconscious blocking, to raising myself up to the kind of vibration and communing with 𝗪𝗏 or you or anyone else on those levels.
Do you believe that to be a requirement or necessary?
I need to find out why I'm choosing. If you say that I'm not as close to 𝗪𝗏 because I've chosen it, because I've allowed myself distractions, then I must understand why these distractions, which are very emotional and not as easy to clear as a mental thought, I would like to understand how to clear them so that they are no longer in the way of my progression and my depth of relationship with you, with 𝗪𝗏, with 𝗪𝗘𝗕𝗓, and with my fellow human colony and other friends and colleagues and light workers.
May I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Do you feel pressure to think in your everyday life? That is a yes, correct?
Yes.
And that is a yes again and again and again, correct?
Yes.
Very well. Do you feel you must appear certain of your thoughts to others?
Yes.
Very well. I would invite you to realize that this is a core aspect of yourself that if you choose to bring it to the foreground of your attention more and more in each now, the confusion, what you call blockages and things you believe you must take away from your path or off from your back will simply dissolve in a sense. They will be there and at the same time disappear, for you'll learn to accept them. I would say that it is your constant pressure to think, and you're giving in to your constant pressure to think, and the constant need to prove to others and to yourself, in a sense, that you are certain of what you think, of the positions you hold within your mental comprehension as true, that is holding yourself back.
Okay, that's a little bit different from what I understood your. I do feel pressure.
I am going deeper. I'm inviting you to go deeper and to step further if you choose to do so. Do you choose to do so?
Yes, that's fine.
You do not seem convinced. You are not being truthful to yourself. I apologize. But you are not being yourself. Yes, yes. I apologize to confront you, but this is my role now. I'm being truthful to you by telling you that you are not being truthful to yourself. You are being truthful to your mental position and not to your true self. You are not allowing yourself to feel into your understanding. You are, in a sense, remaining stuck in your thinking of this present moment. And I do not choose to come across as confrontative or confrontational, but I will not let you escape, in a sense, your own trap. I must bring you to this moment.
That's fine. My intention was to be open. It was to clarify in my own mind what we were doing and where you were going, more than my wish to remain stuck on a thought, on my own thoughts. Thank you. Truly. It is also true that I am confronted by those around me to hold a certain belief system, and I don't hold the belief system the way they expect me to, but I'm sort of expected to hold it. So yes, that is a conflict between those around me who expect me to have a certain belief system and myself trying to break free of it for them, with them, in front of them, and yes, that does create some conflict, that's true. Not because I want to hold on to old beliefs, but it can be that for the sake of others, I'm confused about how much of my old beliefs to bear in front of them as being inconsequential for me now. Does that make sense?
Somewhat. You've shared an important point there. That is, you are holding yourself as responsible for what others think and believe and choose to perceive you as. This was the key behind the words you were sharing.
Yeah, I think that's one.
You feel, may I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Do you feel responsible for what others think and feel about you?
Yes and no. I don't want to feel responsible.
Yet there's a part of you that does.
Right, exactly.
Would you like to explore that part of you that does? That is a no, energetically, at the time.
Not right now. It's true.
Yes.
I got worried about everybody else online, and I'm getting nervous. So
yes. Is that important now for you? Or is that important for what others think of you? for the image you choose others to have of you? Are you holding on to your truth, in a sense,
No,
or are you holding to the truths others may have? What is most important for you now, your truth or others' truths?
my truth is not to have others wait longer. That is my truth. I feel it.
Very well.
Yes.
Very well.
I feel
Very
it. I love everybody, and I don't want to keep too much time. I will consider very deeply what you said, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓. Thank you.
May I say something?
Yes.
Yes, one moment, for I must share and reflect something. Is that acceptable, Sabrina?
Yes.
Do you realize you have just chosen to put others above and in front of yourself?
Yes, and that's where I belong. That's where they belong, and that's where I belong.
So, do you realize you have a belief that says others are higher and more important than me?
That's true, and it is true. They are.
Ah, why is that true? Because you choose it to be so. There is no need to think, in a sense, in those terms, unless you believe you must think in those terms. So I would invite you to take away, for your own consideration, if you choose to do so, the relevance and the truthfulness of that belief. Others are more important than me. Others come first. This is very prevalent in your planet. And I would say it is a disservice to you, all of you.
I say it is selfish of me to sit here and talk to you longer when everybody else is waiting. And I said that
I realize you're being practical and specific. Yet, that's just, I would say, distraction from the frequencies I'm trying to share with you, and you are resisting them. I will not try any further. You need your own time. Sabrina.
Yes, I just wanted to say to Ruth that we all love you and we all understand that if something is being done that will help one of us, the rest of us can wait or not speak with the entity at that time in order for that person to be helped.
Yes. Thank you for that, Sabrina.
I agree completely.
One moment. Saphira, please understand, whenever one in a group or in a council has a question, and he is or she is able to work through the question, everyone benefits. Everyone reflects within him or herself the progress that is done within the individual. For we are all connected, we are all one, ultimately. So if you hold yourself back, in a sense, because you hold the belief that you must be fair and equitable in the distribution of time, although that is, in 3D terms, a part to be considered, you are, in another sense, in another perspective, holding back everyone else from their own progress. But this is
a very true point. Thank you.
Just a consideration for you to reflect upon if you choose to do so.
Yeah, no, thank you. And thank you, Sabrina and everyone. That's, yeah.
We love you.
Sometimes. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm also afraid, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓, that I'm going to disappoint you because you're very exact and I may not be able to move in the way that you wish me to for my sake.
Thank you for... Yes, please finish. I interrupted you. I apologize.
It's okay. No, I'm afraid of disappointing you.
Yes.
I would like to say something here, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓, and Ruth, if you don't mind. Is it okay if I comment something?
Sure. Yes. Thank you.
You know, as I'm feeling, I mean, I understand Ruth's ideas and her beliefs, but I am just wondering, like, you know, if you have like let's say for example, hypothetical thing, if you have a fever and if you go to the doctor and if the doctor gives you the medicine and if you refuse to take it saying that, oh, you know, I don't want that fever to be gone, but in reality you don't want that that fever, why don't you take that medicine? In other words, your belief system, Mary, saying that, you know, everyone is above you and so you have to please everybody, is causing you most probably some enormous pain and suffering within you. So in order to let that free, could you not, you know, like just change your perspective or your thought pattern and saying that, hey, I am important, I am equal, everybody is that, and I'm not here to please everyone and to give everybody what their desires and needs are. I am here for myself, my spiritual growth, my inner growth, and that's what is going to set me free. So in here, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓 is giving you all the medicine that you are needing, and in some sense you are saying, yes, I understand, thank you, but I'm not going to take the medicine. So so isn't it like, you know, maybe a push or a nudge for yourself now that, hey, you know, look at me, I am not even helping myself, and the only person that could ever help myself is me. So I would say, and take this opportunity, Ruth, that take this step and work within and open yourself to these new ideas that Jaguar or 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓 has to give you. That's all.
Yes, thank you. Well, now that I got everybody's okay to go forward, it's okay for me as well. I think I needed that because...
Yes, you're always okay. You have all the power you need.
Okay. You know, as far as the time goes and people waiting, now that I have everyone's okay, then I feel better. So I'm willing to proceed. I'm also a little afraid to...
We all love you. We want you to be better. We want you to feel the power within yourself, and we want you to understand that, you know, love is all you have, and you know, you are full of love, and you know, you are equal, and you don't have to just please everybody, you know, because it's their state of mind, and you have to be in your state of mind to express your feelings and be in a state of joy and now. That's all.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Prana. Appreciate that. Yes. So, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓, I thank you for your whatever you want to share. If you still want to share something, I thank you.
You are most welcome. All that I wished to share has already been shared. I have one question, if I may.
Yes.
Is this transmission being recorded by someone within this group?
Yes.
I would invite you to listen to that recording. For all the information you are opening yourself now to receive has already been transmitted. So I would invite you to record within yourself the frequency you are accessing now of allowing yourself, of letting yourself open up and move forward, let's say. Please record this deeply, this moment. Breathe into it. Anchor it into your body. And when you access the recording, when you listen from the beginning of our conversation, you can listen. I would invite you to listen to all of the recording. This would be useful to any of you that are attending and any of you that might come to the recording in the future of your time. But then especially focus on our conversation and realize how you were holding yourself back. Because if you need to, as Prana said, please others, of your belief that you must conform to a set standard of communicating, and my expectations of, or rather I would say, what you believe to be my expectations of your capabilities of communicating. For there is not such a thing on my side, let's say. That's merely your choice.
Mhm.
Your perception based on your belief structure. That I am like this or I am like that. When I say I say your idea of 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓. 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓 is like this or like that. He likes this, he prefers that, so I must conform to that. And this is another way of saying I must repress myself. I must step away from my truest expression so that I may please someone else. And I would invite you to realize that this is a pattern you hold within yourself because you believe it to be useful. You've been conditioned into believing it is useful throughout your life, and to realize that it may not serve you anymore. And take it from there. Does this resonate with you?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
You are most welcome. Thank you for your ability to move through your own resistance. And I thank all of you that have been holding the frequency of love and light to assist Saphira in this movement, this evening of your time.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
You're
Namaste.
welcome.
Namaste.
Prana, you're next.
Hello, 𝗪𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗓.
Greetings, Prana.
Hi, this is our first, like one-on-one conversation. I have heard of you, but I have never spoken to you directly. So I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to intermingle my energy with yours and vice versa. I appreciate that. I really do not have any question because I understand and I know that I am whole, I am full, and I'm complete in every single way possible. And I share this enjoyment and joy and satisfaction of my heart with you and with the people around me in this group at the moment, and people who would be listening to this conversation. That being in joy and love is the most beautiful thing, and I wish I could share this joy and the feeling of love to everybody in the universe. Having said that, lately I have been experiencing or dreaming about some black cats, or the big cats. You could call them jaguars or panthers.
Yes.
And also, I have Frantisek channeling Gira, I believe, who is also a Lyrian, who I believe I have met in the dream. So my only question would be, is there a message for me that all these, the cats are trying to convey to me? Is there something that I can do to better myself to connect with their energy? That would be my question. Thank you.
You're most welcome. There are many questions within your question, many layers, and that is to be expected. May I ask you a question?
Yes, definitely.
To begin, as a first step.
Yes.
Do you believe you must better yourself?
We are always evolving, so in that sense, we are always making ourselves better. That is the only way. But again, as I first said, we are whole. We are all that we are. But again, as a universe, as anything and everything living is always expanding and growing. In that sense, I ask you that question. Or in that sense, I think everybody has some space to grow.
Very well. Thank you for clarifying that. For this is a apparently small detail, yet it is very common and very frequent that people hold the belief that they are not enough. And deep within themselves, there is this underlying sense that I am not enough. I am not good enough. So I must improve myself. And these are two quite distinct ideas. The one you put forth of, and that it is truthful and accurate, of constant evolution, constant growth and expansion. Your human lives reflect this principle of constant growth and expansion. When you choose to do so, when you choose to experience that, I must add, and at the same time there's the other idea that is rooted in constriction and in fear. So I think it's very important to clarify these two ideas, for they are very different vibrationally, not only mentally. We are addressing them with ideas, with thoughts, but I would invite you all to experience these two frequencies. The frequency of I am not enough, therefore I must improve myself. Or rather, in reverse, I must improve myself. I have a desire to improve myself. I must be better. Why? What's driving that? Behind it, there is I am not enough. Feel it, breathe it. Now let's shift into I am an expression of all that is. All that is constantly evolving and growing and moving. I move, as does the universe. I reflect that. I am a fractal aspect of all there is. Therefore, I constantly expand. Breathe it, feel it, and see the contrast. Feel the contrast, for it is very common. Very well. On to a more practical aspect of your question. What can you do to access this second state, this second mode, let's say, of being? May I ask you, what are your daily practices? Do you integrate into your daily routine some kinds of spiritual, let's call them, or very physical practices? In truth, there is no difference.
Yes, I connect with Mother Earth and the Father Sky. I try to meditate and be in the energy field. So I try to be in the moment and try to feel the energy. So that's basically what I would do. I feel connected to the earth.
You are speaking energetically in a moment-to-moment basis throughout your day, correct?
Yes.
When you say you connect to Father Sky and Mother Earth, do you actually do physical practices such as grounding, walking barefoot?
Yes, I do. I've been doing that, and I also
very well.
Watch the sun, you know, like sun gazing.
Very well. Very well. Those are deceivingly, for the mind, simple practices, yet they are immensely powerful.
Yes.
And you have experienced that.
Yes.
Your frequency has accelerated lately. Your communication has improved. When I say lately, I say in a linear perspective of time. And you have, let's say, experienced the benefits of those deceivingly, again, simple practices. And you've experienced the power they are bringing you further and further in your being. Correct?
Yes.
Very well. Besides those practices, and I would invite you all to do them, actually, to act upon them, there are others you may choose to use. But first, I would ask you, what excites you? What brings you joy, laughter, energy? What makes you feel alive when you do it?
Me personally,
yes,
I am alive myself. You know, that is the best thing I could ever experience, because if I am not alive and feeling the joy, no matter what is around me, I cannot feel that love or joy. So I am always happy. I am joy. That is the truth. And
very
also
well.
Talking to other people, you know, like in the group, I am always making jokes or being this and that, because for me, I am not, in my mind, my intention is never to cause any harm or any confrontation or anything like that. So even when I'm doing it, I am joyfully or playfully doing it. So in that sense, I feel like I'm always like a child, or like a playful little boy that's always doing things joyfully.
Then there is no need for techniques or practices. If you are living each moment, each day, as you have described, I would suggest you already have everything you need. I have nothing to teach or to share.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I feel, as I said, I am whole, and that explains everything, that I am whole.
Yes.
That there is nothing lacking.
Yes, if the words you are speaking are a true reflection of your experience, I would invite you to share with others, for that is very profound and simple.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But you haven't answered the question about the cats that I have seen in the dream, or the one that I saw in the spaceship or some sort of ship.
Yes.
Would you like to comment on that?
Yes. There are, as I said, many aspects of your question. I was addressing the underlying ones, and on the topic of how to better connect with them. That was what I was exploring so far. On the aspect of those cats, what's your specific question? You were asking about how to better connect. We have explored that. What's your specific?
My specific question is there anything that they are trying to tell me, or is there some sort of relation, between in those dreams?
So there are two questions. Are they trying to communicate something to you, and what is the nature of your relationship with them, if there is one? Correct?
Correct.
Very well. I would address the second first. There is obviously a relationship with them, for you are connecting with them in your dream state. So, in short, yes, there is a connection. On to the first one. Is there a message they are wishing to convey to you? One moment. Yes. And this message is for you and synchronistically for all. One moment. Realize whenever you try to connect to an entity you perceive as external, you are doing nothing more than connecting with yourself. As you move in your processes, as you further and deepen your understanding, your perception would open more and more, and you will realize the thing, the entity, that I perceive as being external is nothing but an aspect of myself. Whatever I perceive it as. If I perceive it as good, if I perceive it as bad, if I am excited by it, or if I retrieve from it, it is me. I am it.
Internalizing yourself.
You could say that. Realizing, expanding your true nature. One moment.
Okay.
This first part of the transmission was for all. For you specifically, Prana, as a personality structure that is having your experience at this time. The group of entities wishes to express its deep love and recognition and respect for your choice to be in this planet at this time, for having chosen to go through all that you have chosen to go through, to be here assisting in the process all of you are going through at this time. They are wishing to share their love, their excitement, and their deep respect and recognition for your courage. And they are truly joyful for you are choosing to open your heart to them.
I thank you very much. And as soon as you started speaking, I am feeling this overwhelming amount of love energy.
Yes.
And I send this back to the universe and to Earth and to all the people who feel like they're suffering, or they feel like they don't have enough, or they are weak. I hope that they will be able to use this energy to better themselves and to know that they have everything that they need. Thank you so much. And for the love of the galactic love that I'm feeling right now.
Thank you for allowing yourself, for letting yourself step forward, for letting yourself forward, for opening yourself and allowing the recognition of yourself, of your true nature.
Thank you. I pass the mic.
Mary, you're next.
Hello? Kitini. Hello, this is Mary. I wanted to, good evening. I'd like to know if I have any Lyrian aspect in me, and I haven't been able to feel it. Just when you started meditating, you came in and started meditating. I felt the energy, but it's a new kind of vibration for me. I haven't felt it before. And also, I want to know if I do have Lyrian aspect, why haven't I to tap into it or integrate in it?
In short, yes, you do have Lyrian aspects. Why haven't you connected more fully with them? Was that the second part of your question?
Yes, Kitini.
Again, because you have chosen not to do so. Because there are beliefs you are holding as true, there are fears or whatever reservations lie within yourself. When I say with yourself, I'm speaking to the 3D ego self, let's say ego mind rather than self, that are still holding you from connecting with that. You are not, in other words, you are not preferring that. You are preferring something else, other kinds of energies and frequencies. And there is nothing wrong with that. It has been something that has excited you, and you have chosen that. Does this resonate with you?
Yes, it does. Yes, I have. Well, I have been able to tap into other energies.
Yes.
But not this one. This is new to me.
Yes.
Well, let me see. What benefit do I get? I mean, I don't know how to phrase this question. What percentage of Lyran do I have? And if it's a high percentage, would I be able to access this vibration if I practice it? I guess this is all new. Lyrian aspect is new to me.
Yes. One moment. Can someone please brief me on the situation with Frantisek? Is someone in communication with him? What's the status?
He's right here.
I am here.
Ah, greetings, Frantisek. It is a great
Hello.
joy to hear your voice. One moment as I finish addressing the questions of Mary.
Of course. Take your time, my friend.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Mary.
Yes, Ahaketin.
These energies are new, in a sense, for you. If you wish, and I sense you do wish to explore your connection with them more fully, do you wish to do so?
Yes.
There is only one thing to do. Allow yourself. Set your intention and allow yourself. If you truly feel excitement in that exploration, allowing yourself is the only thing to do, in a sense. And may I invite you all to realize the paradox of the words. Allowing yourself is exactly the opposite of doing. Allowing yourself is actually not doing or undoing. Does this resonate with you, Mary?
Yes. And when I do that, would I be able to learn the language first?
Do you believe that to be true?
I don't know.
There you go.
I haven't experienced it yet.
There you go. Just because you haven't experienced something, it does not mean you have a belief or you don't have a belief. Rather, one moment. I wish to share with all the idea of the fear of the unknown. This is something that is shared amongst many of you. When there is something new, something you haven't experienced before, sometimes you retract, you hold back in fear. You perceive it as something undesirable or questionable, let's say. And when I say you perceive it, I'm speaking to a less conscious process within yourself. I'm speaking in general terms. Specifically for you, Mary, I would invite you to realize that you haven't experienced it yet, but you are choosing to believe because you haven't chosen to experience it yet, you are uncertain. So there's a belief of when something is new, I am not certain. And this is valid but not required. Do you understand? Not really.
The reason I haven't experienced it because I just learned about Lyrian aspect of me.
Yes.
Not too long ago, so I didn't even know it existed in my existence. Now that I know that there's a Lyran aspect, I would like to experience.
It is done. You are there. You are already experiencing it. For when you choose, experience happens.
Yes, it's clear.
Thank you.
Thank you, 𝗪𝗘𝗓𝗓.
You are most welcome.
Much love to you.
Much love to you. Thank you for being so open to new experiences and to allowing yourself, letting yourself forward.
Thank you.
Okay, Gordon was next. I don't know if you wanted to speak with Frantisek first, but next in line was Gordon.
Yes, I sense there is great joy and excitement within Frantisek to share some of the ideas we have been exploring so far. At the same time, I wish to honor the structure we have laid out before, address Gordon, and then invite other dynamics to occur. Gordon, greetings.
Greetings, Aha. First, I would like to share with you a impartation or teaching that I feel resonates with me, and just have your feedback on it. And then I will follow that up with the question that I'll just follow up with the question.
Yes, one moment, if I may.
Yes, please.
Yes, you may proceed.
Okay. We are here to evolve our mind, body, and spirit complex through immersion in the love and the light by utilizing the catalysts presented before us in the most efficient manner to us as both sender and receiver. How does that resonate with you?
Deeply, for it is filled with truth. Even before you shared the words, I was feeling and, in a sense, basking in your energy and your joy and your excitement. For when you felt the allowance for a space to be yourself, your energy shifted instantly. And I realized the truth behind the words you were still going to share even before you opened your mouth, so to speak.
Yes, I understand.
This is something that resonates deeply with you. These kinds of practices, this kind of sharing. May I ask you a question?
Please.
What is the source of that information? Where did you collect it from?
That's something I've just put together that I feel
Very
encompasses
well.
a lot of
Very well. My perception is accurate. This is your deep truth. And when I say your deep truth, I say it is deep truth simply coming through you, for you are allowing it to come through you.
Yes.
I would invite you to continue, for this brings you great joy and great service to all. You may proceed.
I will, thank you. The question is just then, and I think this resonates with you as well, the idea of simplicity.
Yes.
Can you impart upon us or teach us some universal ideas or teachings? And simplicity is key, which I don't need to obviously say to you exactly. Obviously, just preaching to the choir, so to speak. But and then I'll just say exactly, or I'll just stem what I took away from what you just spoke about, and to allow you to answer. The first universal teaching I have, because I'm creating a universal teachings collection, however you'd like to define it, a way for us to remember certain key impartations. And the first one I had just from this conversation is all limitations stem from fear, especially fear of the unknown, which I might tweak that, but especially fear of the unknown because we are uncertain and this is not needed. But mainly all limitations stem from fear. That's the key part for me. Is that need to be tweaked at all, or would you concur?
There are adjustments that could be made to words so they would be resonating and eliciting the frequencies in a more effective way. We may explore that at another time if that is acceptable to you.
Yeah, I love to. So, yeah, then kind of following up on that, can you give us a shared universal teaching you have?
At the time, my choice is to withhold from further exploration. I sense that all that was required so far has already been shared. It's already being recorded, and to be frank, I am approaching the boundaries of the conduit's energy and availability. So I would invite that exploration for another time, and I would accept it with great joy.
I understand.
Such synchronicity. I was about to make a comment about that.
What a coincidence.
I know that voice. That sounds like a voice of a Lyran.
Hi, Rowie.
Greetings.
Hello, everybody. And my greetings to 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗓. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for your presence, Rowie. It is a very high honor, as always, to be at your service.
And the reflection is also shown back to you, and it's much gratitude.
Yes, this council is nothing more than a hall of mirrors, reflecting each other to each other.
Careful you don't get lost, though.
That is the choice for each individual. Some do choose to get lost, and in getting lost, they find themselves. Some choose not to explore, and out of fear, not to move, and in a sense, they lose themselves in the lack of movement and many other possible combinations. Many other possible combinations that are not required to convey this idea. Yes, I love you too.
Sorry for my interruption if I was a little bit blunt there.
You were not at fault. You were expressing your joy and your excitement. Gordon.
Oh, it's always very exciting when you come through, and it's rare as well. So, got to take these opportunities when you can.
Yes. Things are shifting and transforming in 340 for this conduit. I hope you all can understand that there are intentions to bring forth new formats of communication that must hold for some time in the future. For the time being, Jaguar must focus on
Yes, we
practical.
understand.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, we understand. There's no need to explain, and it's okay. It's fine.
Hakitini, do you think Fran could do his importation while Jaguar is there, since I know this is getting a bit long and we don't want to tax Jaguar too much?
I'm misunderstanding. Are you asking
If Jaguar is too tired, because I know you wanted to speak with Frantisek?
Yes, yes. There is still energy available for that. I must first confirm that, Gordon, did you express yourself fully?
Yes. In what sense?
I had the sense that there were still other things you were wishing to share. Is my understanding correct? Not really. That is a no. That is fine.
No, I want you to be at your peak level of energy when we discuss.
Oh, I see. So you are withholding from sharing by caring for the well-being of the channel.
Yeah.
I would lovingly disagree and invite you to share something that you are still holding back for. I think it's time for it. Do you resonate with this? Would you like to do it now, or would you prefer to do it later? For yourself, regardless of others' well-being.
Well, I was just gonna go more into the aspects of. I was gonna delve more into the universal aspects of things, and I sensed from you that was too much. That would involve a lot of energy, and I didn't want to go into something that's too weighted too heavily right now if it's not.
I would invite that to occur with Frantisek's collaboration instead of my own. Is that acceptable for you?
Yeah. I didn't. There was a miscommunication there. Yeah, of course. That's better then. More the merrier.
And then I would invite Frantisek and myself to interact with the group after that. So I will remain silent for the time being, allow you both to interact, and then, if and when appropriate, to explore other ideas. Would you like to do that, Gordon? And would you like to do that, Frantisek?
Yes, that resonates with me.
Frantisek.
Everybody is muted.
Yes, it is protocol for when one is not speaking to mute the mic, so there is no interference.
Kitini.
Yes. One moment, Zinaida. Gordon. I'm under the impression Frantisek is no longer present or choosing to remain silent.
He is there. He's just not talking unless he's getting himself ready to channel.
Very well. So I would address Zinaida now and then go back into being silent. Yes, Zinaida.
I would like to know from which planet you're. Please tell us. Please.
I appreciate your curiosity and excitement. At the same time, I am not at will at this time. I hope you can understand.
Okay.
It is not yet. It is not yet time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your intention and your excitement and desire to deepen your understanding and share with others.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Guys,
Hello.
what is AFK?
Away from keyboard.
Frantisek.
Oh, okay.
Frantisek. Front. Where are you? Where are you? Front.
Frantisek, are you getting ready to channel?
Yes, I did it. Yes.
Your energy is beautiful.
I've had an exciting night. Yeah. Frantisek, I wasn't sure if you were there or not.
Yes, we are all here.
Okay. Gordon?
This is a good experience of creation.
I believe 𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗓𝗓, the keyboard. I'm getting really bad feedback. Yeah, sorry. Feedback was an issue. And still is.
There might be two windows open.
Can anybody make that out?
I think he has the live video on.
I think he hasn't even spoken yet. I think that's
Sounds
the
like he's
back.
got something.
Frantisek?
Yeah.
Frantisek, is everything okay?
Yeah.
You have too many sounds.
I can hear Dan.
In background is too many sounds.
I can't tell if it's just him or if there's like another video running.
Yeah, I think he might have some other video running in the background, and it's been picked up on his microphone, and it's just feeding back everything because it's on a constant loop.
Yeah, I think he has the Hucolo TV live on in the background. He has to open up that window to shut it off.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? We had like 100, well, not 100, but a couple of YouTube things, you know, and Firefox crashes and loads back up, and it will start playing at once. Ah! So now, where's the window? I've got 8 windows. Ah! So how is everyone this evening, today?
Okay, we just work on through chakra every morning.
Yes, Jaguar did an amazing, and Katina, they did an amazing job with everyone.
Yeah. Seems to have that effect.
Yes.
I was quite excited when I got the message that I tried to join the old room and no one was there. And then I was like, where is everybody? Surely they must be around somewhere.
Jacob,
Oh, hi.
how are you?
Oh, I'm feeling really good.
Good. So what did you think?
I think of what?
The channeling. What was that?
I really like hearing Jaguar speaking. Well, 𝗪𝗪𝗡𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗧, I guess.
Yes. Everybody
Is Fran is going to channel, or?
Yeah, we're waiting to see. There was some feedback happening, so we're not sure yet what is going on. So,
Yeah.
Jacob, did you come up with the question?
Yes, I have a question. It was a few days ago. I met two beings at work. I wasn't. I didn't realize they were testing if I picked up on that they what they were. I only realized it afterwards, and it was really strange because one of them didn't say anything to me. It was just on the side, and the other one was he was his character, what he was being. It was so it was really strange. But I wanted to ask if someone knew where they were from, because I went back astrally, because I felt like they were not really, that they didn't have good intentions towards me. But then I saw that they were just seeing if I would pick up on their telepathy. But I would like to know if someone could tell me where they were from and what their.
Hello, Jaguar.
Hi.
Rory. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Where are you from, my friend?
Iceland.
Oh wow! Fantastic. Yeah, I always wanted to visit.
Yahyel, what did they look like?
Oh, they looked like normal people, I guess. Well, yeah, the one that was talking to me, he was like eccentric. I think that is the word. I was at work and I was handing them. I work at a meat buffet, and I hand. Oh, they pick what they want, and I hand them the people what they want.
Were they physical human beings?
Oh, you.
Yeah, but I felt I know they were more than just they were something. And
yeah, you felt there was something else about it.
Yeah, and I felt after because it wasn't after after I talked with them that I realized that they were something. They were seeing me. They were what they were ordering wasn't relevant. And I wanted to know if somebody could tell me more about them, because I've been thinking about it, and I can't really.
Yeah, obviously, if it's something that's caught your attention, then usually it wouldn't have caught your attention if it's just some fleeting matter. It's rare for that to happen. So, yeah, I would follow that up if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, for that, it probably would be Jim or Jaguar, maybe. To answer that question. And for Jim, you would have to be present at the webinar.
Yeah.
Probably, I'm not sure since you've never been there. Have you?
Yeah, like way back. I was.
Oh, way back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, nothing in like recent.
Okay.
Recent now.
All right, because That's, you know, those kinds of questions usually.
All right. Bye-bye, Jaguar.
Bye, Jaguar. You okay?
Everything good, dude?
Jaguar?
Yes. Yes.
Just speak to us
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
Gotta go rest.
Yeah.
Sure,
Tomorrow's
man.
birthday.
Okay, Jaguar.
All right.
It was a
have good night.
pleasure.
Thank
I
you.
was hoping for Frantisek to show up and us having some kind of exchange. It sounded exciting. Maybe some other time. I must rest now.
It was
Okay.
not meant to be tonight.
Very
Yes. 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 Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Say thanks to Hakatini for me.
Thank
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye all. Thank you, Mary.
Bye.
you. Bye. Thank you.
And thank you, Jaguar.
Jaguar, don't go. Don't go.
The body must sleep.
I was
No,
just
it's just a
talking.
rumor I hear.
I was just
hear that's a
talking to
rumor.
you. Did you got something?
I'm not following.
Okay, baby. That means you need to sleep. I'll be there.
Goodbye, all.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Love
Much love,
you.
brother.
Mucha.
Mucha.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed the big kitty cat again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Frantisek? Are you there?
Everything's alright. It sounded like he had people in the background, or
Yeah. I just
maybe he
wanna-
just left his microphone next to a speaker or something, so everything was just coming back through.
I don't know.
Anyone good at remote location? Remote viewing, I mean. Get my words right.
Okay, wait. Let me bring him back.
Mary's got a big smile on her face.
Oh, you want Frantisek or you want Jaguar? Jaguar, he needs to sleep. Okay.
Yeah, but that was a pretty long session.
Yeah, I thought Gordon and Frantisek were going to have an exchange or something. I thought that was the...
Yeah, but
That
we're
was why I
waiting
could see you
a
there.
friend to say
No, it was
hi.
supposed to be a Hakitini and Frantisek.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Mary.
Mary, do you feel like channeling?
Come on, Mary. Come
Mary
on,
says she has to go soon in chat.
Oh.
But her hair looks beautiful today.
Hey, Rowie. I channeled a Hakitini.
Ah! Getting closer, are you?
Yeah.
See?
Just part of his energy. I was channeling.
What happened? You had a little chat inside, or did you actually fully come
No,
through?
he was connected with me, a part of his energy.
Yeah,
You should
like I've
watch the video. Frantisek, bring me the angel.
Bye-bye.
I think it's
Much
in...
love, Mary.
No.
Bye,
The
Mary.
first... Bye, Mary.
Take care, beautiful.
We love
you.
That was the first one with the Frantisek. And
Yes,
then
there's another video.
the second one, yeah, he was going to channel, but the big one came. My goodness!
So
I told him. Okay,
guys,
can we go offline?
Yes, that's what I was just gonna say. Do we
Yeah,
need
because...
to keep it online anymore? Okay, so
Frantisek, please come back. Frantisek, are you there?
For editing purposes, I'll go offline.
Frantisek.
okay,
Frantisek.
so we're going offline now.
We are going.
Thank you
Yes.
everyone for watching. The 2 viewers that are watching us.
No, I think there were a lot of people watching.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, goodbye, Sean.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Sean, for watching.
Bye.
We'll get you in a hangout soon.
Yes.